Welcome back to comics, to Hot Comics TV and the Major Fatal by Jean Giraud, Moebius, and my previous copy, Le Major. So I bought this twice. Yes, and that's the disease of collecting books and reading books, and this is such a novelty. To see this at this scale and then to see it at this scale, also to see very digitized versions of this. You can sort of see the anti-aliasing on this drawing and the pixelation rate on the font. It's quite bizarre to me to see that. I don't know if Moebius drew this or how did this happen, but it's one of those things that I'm paying attention. It's pretty much the same book, except that because of the page count on this one, it's shrunk in. And yeah, it's quite bizarre. It's quite the thing. So I'm just here to do crazy. I mean, it's a treat to see it at this scale. I mean, they lined the inner with actual art, whether in the original was just kind of like this black and white, I mean, sort of thing. And anyway, let's take a look. The Major. I haven't read this. I just literally got this, and I was very delighted about it. So we got glossy paper in this. Whether this is done on matte paper, and it's very thin for the page count. Yes, I've got the other video. You can go take a look at that. But I just want to focus on this one for this instance, because. Yeah. So what do we got here? By Moebius, translation by Dana Schutz and Adam Ruet. Okay, so we got a bit of a spiel about the Major Grubert from the Siguri, the man of the Siguri. All right. Anyway, I'm not going to go over that. Meditations following the story, or rather I might say the non-story was created over the 10-year period of total dramatic and joyful improvisation, alternatively concerned with the meaning in the silent, quiet, cavalier and anarchistic. The production was unstructured. Okay. Anyway, it felt like it was unstructured. I know that back in the day when the heavy metal, the Airtight Garage by Jerry Cornelius, that had a lot of the Major Grubert coming into that story, the man from the CBD, and yet I remember hearing a lot of people sort of complaining that the story was nonsensical. There was a lot of this Dadaism and this, you know, these are works from 97. So it's just doing this narrative to have fun with. That's the bird from the art sack. Yeah. All right. It's a treat to have it at this scale. I wonder what else they're gonna print at this scale now that they've done this, because it's lovely to see that. The ghost of the Major. Okay. Yeah, I remember half kind of reading it because I was using the translator to double make sure, because obviously the grammar in French is the opposite to English. English is the only language out of all the languages in Europe that's kind of like going the opposite. Even German goes the other way. So instead of saying Mortal Kombat, you say Combat Mortals. Something like that, right? That's how it works. So everything kind of goes the other way around in the Indo-European languages, and this being done in French. I was having a little bit of that, because when you're reading it, you automatically sort of putting it in English grammatical structure. So yeah, anyway. But anyway, the meaning is all there. That must be an analog to... Oh, the author. Yeah, to Jean Giraud, of course. It's a self-portrait to Giraud. Giraud must have looked like that back in the 70s. It's beautiful. This is just beautiful work. This 2006. How fragmented the periods of time he worked on this and carried on to the story, Giraud. That's how Jean Giraud looked towards the end. He's kind of going bold. Lovely, lovely man. From the interviews that I've seen, never had the pleasure to meet the man, but from what he was talking, it just looked like a delight on the interviews. And very down to earth. And there is an old interview with him, Neil Adams, and Jean Giraud, and they all did this kind of like big drawing. Neil Adams drew Deadman. I think that Jean Giraud drew Thor, and Jean Giraud Moebius drew the Major Blueberry. I mean Sergeant Blueberry. Wow. This is a treat to see it at this scale and to see it on glossy paper. Yeah. There was one series that he did with Jeff Darrow. I have never seen that printed in English, and I'd never seen it in the flesh. I only seen images online of these large mural-like drawings with Jeff Darrow doing a lot of the labor with the breakdowns by Giraud. And he did something on Star Wars, which was quite beautiful. Yeah, these are digital illustrations by Giraud in 2006 and 7. Okay. That whole ideology of seeing an artwork within the artwork is quite mesmerizing. So here we... Oh my goodness, so we got like periods of time. What year did he do this illustration? Because this looks analog. It's 2007, and I think it's acrylic on paper or card, whatever it might be. It looks very spare, the illustration. Quite beautiful. All right, there it is. Just a quick one, revision to the Major. They're gonna do the second book, I'm pretty sure. Jesus, I mean, this was really quite expensive. I remember when I saw it, I think it must have been more than $60 when this one came out, and the burn was that it was in French. And I remember even the store where I purchased this had a big sign on it saying, "This is in French, people." And they went like that, like hotcakes, as we all know. Anyway, there it is, a revision to Le Major Grubert. All right, thank you so much for your time. Please like and subscribe and all those good things. And you have a lovely day and take care. Bye-bye.